My name is Sakuda Hanayama. I work as the executive vice president for a certain company.
Sakta!
What is it, boss?
I want you to massage my shoulders.
I don't wanna.
Oh, you're so mean.
Executive vice president sounds like a good title, but I'm basically just a babysitter for the president.
My shoulders are tense. Massage them.
Why don't you hire a masseuse to come over then?
I obviously can't do that. They might do something dirty to me.
Why did you even get that information? Don't put a weird image with travel masseuses. You're slandering people who are actually doing their job.
But you're the only person I trust enough to touch my body.
But I'm only gonna do it for a little bit, okay?
Thanks. You're so easy.
Can you at least say that a little more quietly? Raika Kobana, my boss, she started up this company when I was in college, and it's been 4 years since then. I was an upperclassman from her college and was even someone who started working right when she started up this company. So as you can see, she treats me very roughly. I mean, it's probably true that she trusts me, but…
By the way, I'm thinking about hiring new graduates starting this year.
Yeah?
Can I throw that task at you?
Of course not. I might be wrong. She might just be using me or taking advantage of me. I'm starting to get kind of sad.
Oh, come on. You know how we don't really have enough employees.
Enough? It's just you and I working here.
I'm super stressed with the projects I have going on. If we had one more employee, it would be perfect.
I mean, that's true, but…
Of course, I'm planning on expanding the company so that we'll need a lot more people. But first, we have to deal with the problem in front of us.
Shouldn't we be looking for experienced professionals rather than new graduates then?
That's true, but…
I see. I understand very clearly.
Wow, we have such good chemistry.
So what should I do then? Should I start with advertising job openings?
Oh, I'll do that. I'll leave you in charge of the interview and test, Sakta.
I think that normally is the other way around.
It's fine, it's fine. We have to use the right people for the right jobs. After all, I very much trust your eye for people, you know?
A few days passed after that.
Oh!
Huh?
Sorry, Sakta, I forgot to mention.
What is it?
You're interviewing people today, the new grad applicants for the job opening.
Hold on a second.
There were like 3 applicants. Here are their resumes.
I said hold on a second.
What do you want? I asked you to do this a while ago, right?
You're telling me about this way too late. What kind of recruitment officer is giving resumes for interviews on the day off?
It's fine, it's fine. You don't need that much preparation. You'll figure it out, Sakta.
I appreciate that trust in me, but if you're using that as an excuse for forgetting to tell me, it's kind of annoying. Don't laugh. Goodness. So, what time are the interviews?
At 11 a.m. in our reception room.
Jeez, that's in 1 hour.
I told you this before, but we can only hire one person right now, okay? Make sure you choose carefully.
I'm surprised you have the guts to lecture me about being careful. Goodness. At least I had a rough idea of questions to ask or tests to get for the interview. But I wish I could have figured those things out while properly looking through everyone's resumes. Huh? What? No, hold on. What? This is a joke, right? It's way too much of a coincidence. This person. No, this person too. Even this person? I recognize all of them. Could the person on the far left begin their introduction?
My name is Nazuna Algiri from the KNU University Economics Department. Pleased to see you today.
Yes, thank you.
My name is Sumire Yonagi from the Seikyo University's Business Administration Department. Pleased to see you.
Thank you.
My name is Mayumi Naishiro from the Chisara University's Economics Department. Pleased to see you.
Thank you. God, I'd hoped that miraculously they would all just be people with the same name and look very similar to the people I knew. But it wasn't like that at all. Not only did they look the same, but their personality, the way they talked, and everything about them perfectly aligned with the three people from my memory. All right, I'll ask each of you a question then. Please tell me the person you admire the most and the reason behind that. Starting with Aogiri-san.
Yes! The person I admire the most is an older guy who lived near me when I was an elementary schooler. What's the matter?
No, it's nothing. Please continue.
That person played with me when I was holed up in my house at the time. He gave me the courage to step foot outside.
I see. But anyone else could have been your play buddy, couldn't they?
No, that's not true. I didn't know how to make any friends, but he taught me how to talk to and interact with people, and gave me the power to live positively. Because of that person, I've become someone who can speak very confidently in interviews.
That's true. The confidence you're speaking with now is completely different from how you were before.
Right? Huh? Do you two know each other?
No, it's not like that. I was just saying that based on what I heard, she's grown so much that it's hard to believe she used to be holed up. Ugh, this is bad. I accidentally answered her normally. Things would get complicated if they found out I was acquainted with all of them, so I have to pretend like I don't know them. All right, next, Samaya Yomogi-san.
Yes. The person I admire the most is my tutor who taught me when I was in middle school. What's the matter?
What do you mean by what's the matter? You're clearly saying that while knowing it's me, right?
I couldn't keep up with my studies in school, and even if I tried to study, it'd be pointless. I was thinking things like that, but my tutor kindly guided me.
If that person was your tutor, it's normal for me to help you study, isn't it?
Not at all. It was only that person. My parents and the teachers at school, everyone had given up on me. That's how bad I was. That's how stupid and hopeless I was.
You weren't like that, though.
That person didn't get upset at me or point things out. He simply found small things that I could complete and complimented me. He taught me that I wasn't hopeless. That's why I'm able to attend college now. I've even grown to the point where I can go to interviews to find a job.
It was just helping you with your studies in middle school. You got accepted to college because of your own will and power.
Thank you. You two sound like you know each other personally.
No, you know. I'm just giving reactions based on the stories I heard.
Is that so?
Next up, lastly, let's have Mayumi Naishiro-san.
Yes, the person I admire the most is my coach for the tennis classes I attended when I was in high school. What's the matter?
Just having stomach pains.
Would you like to go to the restroom?
I'm fine. What the hell are these people doing? Am I just assuming they don't know each other? Did these three plan things out and come to this interview knowingly? I asked them to tell me someone they admire. How are they all answering that question by talking about the person sitting right in front of them?
I was insanely bad at sports, but I decided to try out tennis because I'd always been drawn to it. I couldn't even swing the racket properly, but that person led me to the level where I could play games properly.
He was the coach for the tennis school, right? That's just their job.
That person dedicated their time to me even outside their work hours.
Ugh.
I wanted to quit a bunch of times and even intended to quit the school, but that person... He encouraged me by saying, "You can quit if you hate it, but if you still feel passionate about it, it'd be a waste to quit." That's why I was able to continue.
You're the one who never hated tennis, no matter how many times you failed, and continue to feel passionate about it, right?
As a result of that, I'm still continuing to play tennis. I used to be so unathletic, but now I'm able to challenge myself with sports other than tennis too.
That's amazing.
Yes, thanks to you. Thanks to you?
Thanks to that person is what you mean, right? Right?
Yes, you're right. It makes sense both ways.
Don't try to make it make sense both ways. In this situation, just make it mean that you're thankful to that person. Come on! Thank you so much. Let's proceed. Alright, that'll be all for today's interview. I will be contacting you with a decision either through a phone call or email. Thank you for your participation today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Huh?
What the hell am I supposed to do? Seriously. It was my first time working as a recruitment officer, and on top of that, I could only choose one person. Those things alone were already giving me trouble, but on top of all that, all the applicants for people I knew. No, I'd be better off if they were just people that I knew. Those girls are... Don't tell me they still have feelings for me. They were all girls that I turned down in the past. I'd normally think that I'm being too full of myself, but... all three of them did talk about me when I asked them about the person they admire. I seriously wonder why. I didn't really do much. I don't even remember doing that much for them. You don't like going to school?
Yeah.
Nazuna Algiri. I started talking to her properly when we were in middle school. It all started because her mom asked me to be someone she could talk to, even if it was for a little bit.
I'm scared to talk to people.
You're scared?
Yeah, I'm not very good at talking, so even if I try to force myself to talk, I'll just bore everyone out.
Oh.
That's why I can't make friends either. Everyone's always having fun, but I'm just alone all the time.
Do you want to make friends, Nazuna?
Yeah, I do. But I don't know what I should talk about. I don't know what I need to say to get people excited. I'm scared to talk to people and get turned away.
Oh, everyone's like that, though.
What?
I'm the same. I don't have a single clue about what I should talk about with you. Or what I should say to make you happy.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we're two separate people. I can't read your mind just by staring at your face.
Oh.
But guess what? Sometimes I think that's the fun part.
The fun part?
Yep, because we're two different people and I don't know what you're thinking. I can communicate with you so that I can understand you more and more. You slowly start to get an idea of what you should talk about or what topics would make the other person happy. It's up to you whether the thing that's fun or scary. At the very least, I'm glad that I was able to talk to you, Nazuna.
Why?
Because I never knew that you were someone who actually loved other people. I mean, it's true that you won't be turned away or get hurt if you continue to be afraid of talking to people and stay quiet like that. But you won't be able to make friends like that either.
Do you think I'd be able to do it properly?
Who knows? I have no clue.
What?
If you can't do it, that's fine. I'll cheer you up if that ever happens. Even if everyone else doesn't accept how hard you worked, I will. So it's all right.
Oni-san.
As a result, she started going to school. Around 1 month later, she confessed her feelings to me.
Oni-san, I like you. Please make me your girlfriend.
She was afraid of being turned away by people, but did something that even a normal person would be afraid to take a shot at. It was amazing. I admired her, but I couldn't answer those feelings. Of course I couldn't. I was a middle schooler, and she was an elementary schooler. On top of that, her parents had asked me to talk to her. When I thought about things like that, I couldn't just say yes. After that, she ended up moving away because her father got relocated for his jobs, and we stopped talking ever since then.
Yes, hello?
My name is Sakuda Hanayama, and I was in charge of your interview earlier. About the interview.
Oni-san, long time no see.
A long time no see.
You contacted me so quickly. Does this mean I passed the first round of interviews?
Nope, I'm still thinking about it. I called you for a different reason.
A different reason?
Don't act confused. We're on a phone call, but I could clearly imagine her tilting her head. Nazuna, why did you apply to our company?
I think you were supposed to ask that question during the interview.
How could I? After all, she gave that response when I asked her about someone she admired. I have no idea what bomb she'd drop if I potentially asked why she applied. If it was a coincidence, you didn't look surprised at all when you saw me. I can only assume that you came here knowingly.
Yep. Of course I attended the interview because I knew.
You're kidding.
Oh, hold on. Don't worry. It's not like I loved you so much that I couldn't forget about you and ended up stalking you or anything.
Are you sure?
I mean, I do like you, but... Hey! Don't get quiet all of a sudden! I didn't apply for the job with ulterior motives like that!
Phew. That girl sure did change. I had felt this during the interview too, but she now spoke with so much confidence that it was hard to imagine she was the same person I once knew. More than anything, she wasn't afraid of being turned away. She knew how she should talk to people, what to say so that the conversation would continue, and how to bring out people's emotions during a conversation. She had all of those skills on hand. And those skills would definitely be useful in our company. Every job has another person working at the end of the line. Being able to communicate effectively with others was an essential skill. All right, next is,
Hello?
This is Surmaya, right?
What is it, Sensei? Isn't it a little too quick to give out decisions? Do I get favoritism for knowing you?
It's not that. I wasn't calling to give you the results. I just wanted to ask you something.
You could have asked during the interview.
How could I? Samara Yomogi, a student I met while I was working part-time as a tutor. At the time, she was still a middle schooler.
I don't need to study. I'm stupid anyways.
It was quicker to count her GPA rank from the bottom. Actually, it was so low that she was probably at the very bottom. Her parents told me that they'd be satisfied if she could at least perform at an average level. I still remember that they had very low expectations.
I don't understand anything even though people try to teach me. And even if I work hard, I'm always at the very bottom. There's no reason for me to study.
Yeah, there's probably no reason.
Huh?
People are supposed to decide the reason they study on their own.
Really?
Yeah.
But everyone says that it's essential for entrance exams or finding a job. That you'll struggle in the future if you don't study.
That's the reason everyone has to study. That's the reason our society has for studying.
What?
If that doesn't give you a reason, there's no reason.
What does that mean?
Basically,
Huh?
let's start by finding you a reason to study. Your own personal reason.
So what? What did you want to ask me?
Why did you apply for this job?
You should have asked that during the interview.
Yeah, it's not my fault. I needed to prepare a lot of things too.
What kind of interview doesn't ask their applicants why they applied? It's not normal.
It's not normal for all the applicants to be girls I've turned down in the past either. Did you know that I'd be there from the beginning?
Of course I did. That's the reason I applied to this company in the first place.
Ugh.
I had given up because you guys never hired new graduates, but who'd have thought you guys would start doing that right when I needed to do job hunting? It's like destiny, isn't it?
When that destiny applies to 3 people at the same time, it's basically a curse.
Well, don't worry about it.
Huh?
It's not like I came here just to get back at you for turning me down, Sensei.
Oh, goodness. But Samara's a college student now, huh? And it wasn't just a normal university. According to our society, it was a prestigious university with a low acceptance rate. Based on her brain, she's the top out of the 3. There's no doubt that she'd make a good contribution to our company. All right, the last person is her.
Hello?
Hey, long time no see.
Did I get the job?
Sorry for bringing your expectations up. Unfortunately, we don't have the results just yet.
Oh, that's a pity.
Still, all 3 of them aren't thinking of the possibility that they didn't get the job. They must be very confident.
If you're not contacting me about the results, what do you want?
There was just some things I wanted to ask, you know?
I guess that's fine.
Mayumi Naishiro. She was a girl I met at the part-time job in the tennis school that I started after being a tutor. At the time, she was a high schooler and was someone who couldn't do anything that had to deal with sports. What? You gonna quit?
Yeah, even if I continue, I'd just be a bother.
A bother to who?
To everyone around me, and to you, Coach.
Of course you're not a bother to me. Besides, it's my job to teach you.
But you spend much longer trying to instruct me. Because of that, I'm even making you work overtime.
I'm staying on my own accord.
I can't keep up with everyone either.
Listen, why'd you think I'm staying back to practice tennis with you?
Because I am a loser?
Nope, because I have the most fun playing tennis with you.
Huh?
So I'm not doing this as my job, huh? I'm doing it because it's my hobby. So I don't intend to get paid for overtime either.
Why? I suck.
You might be bad at it, but you love tennis more than anyone, don't you?
Huh?
People who have been playing for a long time have already gotten used to the environment here. But you play tennis as if you're grasping onto every detail. That's why whenever I play tennis with you, I feel like I can remember how I felt when I first started. That's why it's fun. The reason I turned Mayumi and Samira down was the same. I was a college student, while the girls were either middle schoolers or high schoolers. On top of that, they were my students. I was associated with them through work. So no matter how much they liked me, I couldn't answer their feelings. You applied for this job knowing I'd be here, right?
Yup. I've always wondered where you started working. I never would have thought you'd start up your own company, though.
I wasn't the one who started it. It was my boss.
But you've been working with the executive president since she started the company, right? Instead of working at a normal company?
Well, yeah.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why did you make that decision, Coach?
Oh. Okay, I'll call you again when we make the decision.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
See ya! Well, this is a problem. All 3 girls were highly skilled. I was sure that they'd make a big contribution to the company no matter who I decided to choose. Nazuna's communication skills and Samaya's brains. Mayumi had high physical capabilities and the ability to withstand things. And one thing they all had in common.
I want to be like you, Oni-san. I've always admired you. That's why I want to work with you, Sensei. There are still a lot of things that I need to learn from you. Plus, I thought it was just like you, Coach. You jumped into a startup company that had absolutely nothing at the start and are leaving your footprint here.
All 3 of them still looked up to me and admired me. It's not like I did anything that great, though. I'm not even that great of a human being. I was just a pathetic man who couldn't accept their confessions because I was worried about society and my position. I didn't have the guts to accept all of that and made it seem like their confessions weren't real. The girls spoke pretty words and said, I gave the power to be positive, or gave the courage to not give up, or gave the power to live true to yourself and things like that, but it wasn't like that at all. I was just putting off making big decisions and forcing myself to maintain my current life. Even now, I can't hire all 3 of them, can I? No, in that case, I could just turn down all 3 of them. Are you dumb, dude? Why are you trying to protect yourself that much? All 3 of them had more than enough skills. Am I trying to run away again?
Good work, Sakta. How are the applicants? What? Why do you look so stressed?
No, I was just having a hard time with my decision.
Huh? Were all 3 of them that skilled?
Yeah, something like that.
Huh? That's good. You have a wide variety of choice.
A wide variety?
It's better than all the applicants being people you don't want to hire, right? You can just choose whoever you like.
Choose whoever I like. That's the worst part about this. No matter who I choose, I won't be able to hire the other 2 people.
Well, obviously. It'll be fine, Sakta.
Oh,
I don't care who you choose. If it's a decision you made by carefully thinking it through, I'll take responsibility for it.
boss.
Even if that choice ends up being a mistake in the end, I won't ever accept it as a mistake. You made your decision after thinking it through, so I'll approve of it. I mean, these are all words you told me, Sakta.
You're gonna start a business, senpai?
I haven't fully decided yet, but I don't think it's a bad idea to try.
Sounds amazing. Starting up a business and all. I feel like you're capable of doing anything, senpai.
You can say that because you're not in this position, Sakta. When I think about how I might fail and things like that, it's still scary.
I'll join your company then, senpai.
What?
If you can't wait until I graduate, I'm okay with dropping out of college when you start up your business.
You're serious?
Yes.
Why?
I mean, I know that you're an amazing person, senpai. I've completed some projects with you already, too.
That's true, but it was on a much smaller scale. It was okay because we were doing it as a hobby, but if we were to actually start up a company?
Things were working out before, so I'm sure it'll work out. Most importantly, I think that it'll be a waste if you don't try when you have the skill and desire to do so.
You're really sure?
Yes.
The company might not even last a year before it goes bankrupt.
Even if that happens, I'll be okay with it. Even if it doesn't work out, even if everyone around us makes fun of us, I'll be the person who acknowledges you. That's right. That's really true. You'll take,
Huh?
You'll take responsibility, right?
Of course.
You're gonna accept every single decision I make, right?
Leave it up to me.
Got it. A few days later. Boss!
Oh, have you made your decision?
I did.
That's That's great. Huh? Oh?
What do you think?
You found a pretty good one, didn't ya?
Right?
But who's going to do this?
Oh,
The terms are on the spot. Based on the branding of our company, there's no reason not to take on this project. You found a good project. I'd like to be proud of you, but don't you understand that we're tight on employees right now?
that's the reason for the new employees, isn't it?
We won't make it with just one new employee, will we?
Well, we'll have enough people if we hire all three.
Sakta, do you understand exactly what you're saying right now?
Yes.
Even if they're very skilled, it'll take time before they get used to working at our company. We'll have to juggle this project while training 3 new employees. Normal labor isn't going to be enough for that.
I'll do my best.
Your best?
I'll work as if my life depends on it. If that isn't enough, I'll work hard until I die. I'll train the 3 while completing this work somehow.
Fine.
You're agreeing to it?
Of course. I told you, didn't I? I'll accept whatever decision you decide to make. It's a great thing. You're always pushing other people and being the supporting act. This time, you're taking the risk to do something. In that case, someone has to be there to push you forward, right?
Bonus clip. And that was how. So that's that. Starting today, all 3 of you are now colleagues at this company.
Oh, yes! I'm so excited to be working with you! Gosh, so we were all hired in the end? Thank God I didn't get rejected.
I'm warning you, but there's a whole bunch of things you'll need to learn, okay? I'm gonna train you very strictly, so you better be prepared.
It'll be fine. If you're the mentor on me, son, I'll happily take any abusive language you have to give.
Don't make me sound like a bad person. I don't intend to abuse you in any way.
Huh? Oh, Nissan?
Oh, I was gonna explain everything later, but the truth is, I actually was acquainted with all 3 of you here.
What the hell? I didn't know about this. Why didn't you say anything? What? You also know these 2?
It was a hard topic to bring up. We were only supposed to hire 1 person in the beginning, so, But this has nothing to do with why you got the job, okay? It's not about how I knew you all in the past. I decided to bet on your abilities and hired you because I thought you all had essential skills that are needed for this company.
You're so indecisive. You're a cheetah. You're an enemy to all females.
Hold on a second, ladies. Oh, they're suddenly so mean to me.
Hey, Sakta.
What?
Don't tell me you went through all that effort to hire 3 new employees because you wanted to start a harem.
Of course not.
I'm warning you. You'd better include me in that too.
Excuse me?
Let's have a picnic to start off Sakta's harem scheme. So that's that, Sakta. You're in charge of planning everything.
What kind of plan is that?